I was just a shepherd boy with dreams inside my soul. God spoke to me in visions, and I knew I had a role. Saw the stars and the sheaves bowing down to me. Didn't know the road ahead, but I knew who called me. I had a dream, it came from heaven, though they didn't see. I kept believing, thrown in the pit, was sold like a slave. But God was working through every wave. Oh, I had a dream, and it still lives in me. What they meant for harm, my God used to set me free. They mocked and hated me for the code and for the dream, but every tear I cried was watering the seed. From prison to the palace, by grace I rose again, not for glory of my own, but to be His helping hand. Yes, I had a dream, it came from heaven, though they didn't see. I kept believing, thrown in the pit, and sold like a slave. But God was working through every wave. Oh, I had a dream, and it still lives in me. What they meant for harm, my God used to set me free. Forgiveness in my heart for the ones who threw me low, 'cause God had planned the end long before the blow. When they bowed before my face, I wept and understood that every painful moment was working for my good. 'Cause I had a dream, now I can see it. What the enemy tried, he couldn't defeat it. From the pit to the throne, His purpose was shown. My life is His, not my own. Oh, I had a dream, and now I believe. What they meant for harm, my God used to set me free. Yes, I had a dream, and God's still dreaming through me. I had a dream, it lit my soul. Told my brothers, but they lost control. Said I rise, they didn't care. Tore my coat, said life ain't fair. But God was speaking purpose deep inside. Even when they left me, He was still my guide. It don't look like glory when you're in the pain, but He's the God of purpose through the fire and the rain. Favor ain't always fair, but it's always right. You may lose your freedom, but not your fight. They may throw you down, but God lifts you high. Every tear you cry, He will justify. Favor ain't always fair, but it's always true. When the dream comes from God, He will carry you. From the pit to Potiphar's house, from the prison with no way out. But the dream never leads to light. They may break your heart, but not your call. God will raise you up above it all. Favor ain't always fair, but it's always true. When the dream comes from God, He will carry you. Yes, He'll carry you through it all. 'Cause favor ain't always fair, but it never falls. In the stillness of the night, I saw a holy light, a vision from above, a future shining bright. I told the ones I love, but they turned away. Couldn't see what God had spoken, didn't want me to stay. But I will hold on to what God has shown me. Even in chains, His grace surrounds me. Through every valley, storm, and trial I see, He's still fulfilling what He's promised to me. They may not understand, but I believe faithfully. I'll walk the road alone if that's what it must be. For I will hold on to what God has shown me. The coat they tore was just a thread, but dreams from God live on instead. Though they threw me in the dark, His words still burn within my heart. But I will hold on to what God has shown me. Even in chains, His grace surrounds me. Through every valley, storm, and trial I see, He's still fulfilling what He's promised to me. They may not understand, but I believe faithfully. I'll walk the road alone if that's what it must be. For I will hold on to what God has shown me. They meant to break me, but He was shaping me, turning pain to purpose and wounds to destiny. When they bowed, I wept, not proud but free, for the dream was never just about me. So I will hold on to what God has shown me. Even through years I didn't see clearly, but He never left me. His love has grown me. Now I'm standing where He meant me to be. They may not have seen, but He always did see. Now I give Him glory for all He's done in me. Yes, I will hold on to what God has shown me. I'll never let go of what God has shown me.
Pharaoh dreamed a dream so clear, but no one could explain. 7 fat cows came by, then 7 thin came again. 7 healthy ears of grain, then 7 that were dry. He called for me to tell Him what these visions signify. God's plan in Pharaoh's dream, revealed by heaven's gleam. 7 years of plenty, then famine will come. But God's got the power to save everyone. I said, prepare the land, store food in every place. 7 years of harvest will fill the earth with grace. Then famine will come hard, but don't you be dismayed. For God has shown you wisdom, and He will provide a way. Yes, God did. Who holds the future? The Lord of all. Who gives the wisdom? The King of kings. God's plan in Pharaoh's dream, revealed by heaven's gleam. 7 years of plenty, then famine will come. But God's got the power to save everyone. Trust in the Lord, He's in control. He's the author of the plan for your soul.
They tried to break me, they tried to bury me, but the seed still grows, 'cause I still got the dream. They took my coat, thought that was my crown, threw me in a hole, tried to shut me down. But dreams don't die just 'cause people hate. God's promises don't run late. Even when the lights go dark, even when they break your heart, if He gave the dream, He'll do the part. You just keep standing where you are. I still got the dream, it's alive in me. Every pit and prison just planted the seed. What they try to kill, God used to build. Now I'm walking in what He revealed. You can strip my robe, throw me low, but my purpose still gon' grow. I still got the dream, can't take what God gave me. Years go by and people change, but heaven's word remains the same. They meant to harm, to shame, to steal, but I saw the dream turn real.
I saw them bow, but I didn't gloat. I gave them bread, I gave them hope. They didn't know, they couldn't see that their hate was pushing me to destiny. God was with me when they lied. God was with me every time I cried. From the bottom to the top, the dream ain't dead, it just don't stop.
Still got the dream, yeah. Still got the dream. They tried to crush me, hush me, rush me, but I still got the dream. I still got the dream, it's alive in me. Even in the dark, He helped me see. I was chosen, I was marked. He had the end planned from the start. Can't steal what heaven placed in me. Can't block what God made to be. I still got the dream, watch Him bring it to be. I still got it, yeah, I still got it. The dream He gave me, He's gonna complete it.
I laid my head down in the field one night, and the Lord gave me a dream full of light. We were binding sheaves out in the sun, but then my sheaf rose, stood above everyone. Your bundles came round and bowed to mine, and I knew right then it was a holy sign. Let me tell you what I saw, it came from heaven. 2 dreams, 1 call, I know I've been chosen. You may not understand it all right now, but I saw the promise and I won't back down. The stars and sun, they bowed to me. It was wasn't pride, it was prophecy. Let me tell you what I saw. God gave me a dream to carry on. Then I dreamed again and it shook my soul. The sky lit up and the vision took hold. The sun and the moon, they bowed so low, and 11 stars followed in the glow. I don't know how and I don't know when, but I believe it's from God, not from men. Let me tell you what I saw. It came from heaven. 2 dreams, 1 call. I know I've been chosen. You may not understand it all right now, but I saw the promise and I won't back down. The stars and sun, they bowed to me. It wasn't pride, it was prophecy. Let me tell you what I saw. God gave me a dream to carry on. I never asked for favor, never chased the throne, but God keeps on speaking when I'm all alone. You can take my coat, but not my call. You can throw me low, but I'll still stand tall. Let me tell you what I saw. It came from heaven. Through the pain and the fall, I'm still not forgotten. You may hate me for the dream I see, but it came from God, not from me. The stars and sun, they bow to me. It's not about me, it's destiny. Let me tell you what I saw. God gave me a dream to carry on.
I stood in front of you, the ones who broke me down. You didn't recognize me in Pharaoh's crown, but my heart remembered every tear and every name, and still I saw God's purpose burning through the pain.
We were blinded by our pride, envy in our eyes. Couldn't see your favor, only heard our lies. Now we stand in shame, afraid of what you'll do. But we never knew that God was working through you.
You meant it for harm, but God meant it for good. What you tried to break, He built like only He could. From the prison to the throne, mercy understood. You meant it for harm, but God meant it for good. Every chain I wore was shaping who I'd be. Every no I heard was making room for destiny. Now I understand it was never about me. It was so that I could save my family. You meant it for harm, but God meant it for good. What the enemy used, He turned like only He could. Now we stand restored, just like He said we would. You meant it for harm, but God meant it for good. Grace runs deeper than the wounds we gave. Mercy speaks louder than the darkest day. I forgive you, I release you. God's love has freed me too. You meant it for harm, but God meant it for good. What the enemy used, He turned like only He could. Now we stand restored, just like He said we would. You meant it for harm, but God meant it for good. He meant it for good. Yes, He meant it for good. I stood before my brother's heart open wide, told them of the dream I had deep inside. They heard my words, but not my heart. Tore me down, tried to tear me apart. But I wasn't boasting, just telling the truth. God gave a glimpse of what He's gonna do. You didn't see what I saw, you didn't hear His voice in the dark. I saw stars bow down and the sun follow, and I felt heaven's fire in my soul. You called me proud, you called me wrong, but this dream was heaven born all along. You didn't see what I saw, God. They laughed in scorn, said I was mad, but I couldn't ignore the dream I had. Sheaves in the field, rising high. You can't kill what the Lord prophesies. You saw a boy with a coat of pride, but I saw the future through heaven's eyes. You didn't see what I saw, you didn't feel the glory fall. When God revealed the plan ahead, even when I didn't understand. You tried to break me with your schemes, but God still holds this dream. You didn't see what I saw. I saw redemption, I saw peace, I saw a day we'd all be free. You saw a thread, but I saw grace. I saw the end from the secret place. You didn't see what I saw, but one day you'll bow in awe, not to me, but to the one who wrote the story and said it's done. Now I understand the dream was love sent from my Father up above. You didn't see what I saw, but He's been right all along. You didn't see what I saw, but it was God all along. You called me from the prison walls, to stand before your throne and halls. I heard you say you dreamed at night, but no one else could read it right. You said, can you tell me what this means? But I said, it's not in me. The dream belongs to God, the wisdom and the word. I'm just a servant, speaking what I heard. 7 fat and 7 lean, 7 full and 7 mean. But through it all, don't be alarmed. The dream belongs to God. 7 years of harvest gold, then 7 more where fields go cold. Store the grain while times are sweet, or famine's shadow will soon eat. God has shown you what's to come, so you can save your land and sons. The dream belongs to God, the future in His hand. He lifts the humble and He sets the plan. He speaks through dreams and seasons too, so Egypt knows what it must do. This is not from man or fraud. The dream belongs to God. He gives the vision, He makes it plain. He rules the sun, the wind, the rain. I just repeat what heaven speaks, so that the nations won't grow weak. Not by power, but by His grace. Not by wisdom, but by His face. The dream, the word, the holy rod. The dream belongs to God. The timing and the truth, He gives the kings their every proof. So trust His voice, obey His hand. He's writing history through His plan. No man can take, no storm can rob. The dream belongs